I have something to say about Stacey Abrams' stupid remarks about 107 sheriffs across the state of Georgia and their endorsement for Brian Kemp for governor.
I'm not a member of the good old boys club. So no, I don't have 107 sheriffs who want to be able to take black people off the streets, who want to be able to go without accountability. I don't believe every sheriff wants that, but I do know that we need a governor who believes in both defending law enforcement, but also defending the people of Georgia.
What does Stacey Abrams really think about all this? Does she really believe that we're back in the 1940s and 1950s in Georgia? It just doesn't make any sense. And let's take a step back. Sheriffs are elected officials by the people of their communities. So you're talking about 107 counties across the state of Georgia intentionally electing racist sheriffs so they could violate the civil rights of people in their community. It doesn't make any sense. But let's include this, that in the state of Georgia, we have about 10.7 million people, according to the last census in 2020. So what you're saying is that there's millions of Georgians that are racist, that are electing these racist sheriffs so they could have racist departments to hunt down minorities. I live in Georgia. I don't see that.
So that's Stacey Abrams making waves in that governor's race. Newt Gingrich, former Speaker of the House, knows the state as well as anyone, represented Georgia and a Fox News contributor. Now, sir, good morning to you. Some are suggesting she invoked race clearly in that answer. How did you hear it?
Well, let me say, first of all, just for a moment, Clifton and I both have Paul Pelosi in our prayers. He's always been nice to us, and it's terrible what's happened in San Francisco, and I just feel compelled following that report to just say that we should all keep Paul in our prayers and hope he recovers fully. Look, Stacey Abrams, and I tweeted about this. I'm working on a paper about the two wings of the Democratic Party, the weird wing and the insane wing. And she clearly is in the insane wing. I mean, does anybody really believe that there are sheriffs who get up every morning hoping to arrest blacks and take them off the street?
Newt is absolutely correct about this. There is no way in today's society to, despite what people may say, that you're going to be able to hire potentially thousands of sheriff deputies out there that have a chip on their shoulders about race relations and how they interact with the public. It just isn't happening. Are there some bad apples that need to be addressed? Absolutely. And that's what this channel is all about. It's about holding bad cops accountable for their actions, but at the same time, we have to support the police department and let them understand and let them know how much we appreciate the work that they do, the risks that they take, and in their role in the community. Broadly claim that every law enforcement officer in the state is a potential racist is not doing anything to get people into the career field. It's not helping anybody stay in the career field, and it's not bringing people together. We need leaders that could bring people together.
Same universe that got her to say that they should move the All-Star game away from Atlanta, which of course hurt minority-owned small businesses, and it may have cost $100 million to small businesses in Atlanta.
And we should address and hold her accountable for the hundreds of businesses that lost $100 million in the city of Atlanta off of bogus, racist claims that had no substantiation. In fact, if we look at it today, we have record turnout in early elections, and it looks like it's going to be almost a presidential level turnout on Tuesday. Where's the accountability? That's what pisses me off about these politicians. They make these broad claims, they hurt minority communities, they run away and never take any responsibility or anybody holds them accountable for their actions.
So this is sort of typical. As the left disintegrates, you see them getting wilder and wilder in their comments. You have the governor of New York claiming that the red states have worse crime than the blue states, which is just plain, it's factually false. I mean, it's the kind of stuff where they can't tell the truth, they can't campaign on the issues, and they don't have much left.
Let me play a little clip of this. Crime's an issue for a lot of voters. It's quite clear it's showing up in all the polling. Here's Kathy Hochul on Sunday on CBS talking about crime.
These are master manipulators. They have this conspiracy going all across America to try and convince people that in democratic states they're not as safe. Well, guess what? They're also not only election deniers, they're data deniers. The safer places are the democratic states.
These are the kind of lies and manipulation that got me to be a Republican. That when somebody sits there and just looks at me with a big smile on their face and lies her ass off. Because what they don't tell you is that, yes, that for example, in Missouri, yes, they have a Republican governor. And yes, the crime rate may be high. But where exactly in Missouri is that high crime occurring? It's occurring in blue cities. That's the problem. What they don't tell you is that inside this great, big, beautiful red state, you've got these pockets of blue cities where it's utter chaos. And criminals are running free and loose and not being held accountable because the liberals do not want to hold these people accountable. They're more interested in blaming guns than holding criminals accountable. These type of lies are the ones that got me turned around many, many years ago when I was basically politically agnostic. And people say today, well, you're a Latino. Why in the world would you vote against your self-interest? Because when people lie to me, that's not in my self-interest. Thank you for visiting. I just have to say something. Please like and subscribe and share this video.